Hello, welcome to Prequel, Sequel, Requel, the show where we pick a film or a franchise and give it a prequel, a sequel, and a requel with a panel of comedians who are going to be, they're going to be pitching films to me this evening. So without any further ado, let's bring them in one at a time this evening. First of all, we've got Eddie French.
Hello, everyone. You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good. Yes, good. I'm well, thank you. Yes, I hope you're doing all right.
I'm
gusty
good.
around yours, isn't it?
It is gusty around mine. It's gusty around yours, I believe, as well. We've got storms. You might be able to, if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear the rain battering me.
Oh, no, we haven't got rain over here, but it's gusting up. It's gusting up. This is the kind of hot bant people tune in for.
This is what they come in for, the meat and the veg. I don't know what that means. Welcome if you're watching on Facebook as well. Welcome to the show on Facebook. We'll check in with you in a minute. But let's bring the rest of our panel in this evening. We've got Eddie. Let's bring the next panelist. It's Natalie Smeaton. Hello, Natalie.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. We had a slight technical, didn't we? I like to be very honest on this show. You know, we had a bit of a. That's why we're all sweating. You can't tell, but we were panicking.
I was really panicking. Like 5 seconds to go before I managed to get myself sorted out.
We thought you weren't going to join us, didn't we? And tonight it's Pretty Woman, so we're glad you're here because we'd look like a right set of buggers if not.
Right. Now, let's talk about Pretty Woman.
Yeah, Pretty Woman, eh? Pretty Woman.
Hey.
Yeah.
You called me a prostitute.
There's somebody missing from our little show this evening. I think we'll bring him in right now. It's not
Robert De Niro.
It is Robert De Niro. Phil Smith. Here he is. Hello.
The weather here, Chris, is also very breezy and rainy, if you're wondering, on tonight's weather show that you seem to be doing.
Well,
we didn't ask Nat either.
Next week, and
we didn't
let you know. Thanks for watching.
Is it breezy up your end, Nat?
It's breezy up my end and wet down my end, yeah.
True.
Oh, Eddie's hello. Where did Eddie go?
I was too much for Eddie. He's disappeared. He's coming, I'm sure.
Activated movie shooting.
What happened, Eddie? That's Eddie's new setup.
The camera just went, I've had enough of this. I'm going to change it. So
it was all the talk of wind.
If it happens, it'll just be a very small click away. So don't worry.
So
I would go so far as to say it's a moist night.
Moist,
yeah.
Right. Okay, that's the weather done.
It's the original working title of Pretty Woman, I believe.
What, just moist?
The original.
Gere and Julia Roberts in Moist.
I've got a bit of trivia straight away. The original title for Pretty Woman was £3,000. Well, dollars.
£3,000.
$3,000.
Originally really heavy.
Then they changed it.
Well, I never.
I know, so a bit of trivia. So we are doing Pretty Woman tonight, as you might have gathered. If you've not seen the show before, what our panelists here will do, will pitch me a prequel, a sequel, and a requel, a reboot or remaster of Pretty Woman. That's the show for tonight. And also, we're looking from our lovely audience on Facebook for a new Hugh Grant rom-com title. So have a think about stuff he's done before, Notting Hill, 4 Weddings. So if you come up with a catchy, snappy title like that, go by song titles usually, don't they? Some, you know. Then we'll do that. We'll have a look at that later. But for now, I'm going to read you the back of the box of Pretty Woman. It's a short one tonight. They obviously didn't think much of this. So I'm going to read you what it said. This is how they sold the film to you back in the day. Julia Roberts is a spirited, streetwise diamond in the rough when she meets a no-nonsense billionaire played by Richard Gere. It's a chance encounter that turns a week-long business arrangement into a timeless rags-to-riches romance.
Oh.
Maybe you could pimp out a copy today. That's what it says at the end.
Does it, really? Does it?
I did mine on the 15th anniversary. And it's exactly the same, except afterwards it says, the special edition will seduce you with all the comedy, charm, and passion you remember about this classic, plus more. That's literally exactly the same cut of the film.
Yeah. Is there any extras? There'll be some deleted scenes.
The wrap-up party live event, Pretty Woman tour in Los Angeles, the 1990 production featurette, song Wild Woman Do, performed by Natalie Cole, a blooper reel, and an all-new audio commentary with director Gary Marshall.
Well, I never.
Okay, good. There might be a bit of language tonight. This is an adult show. We have to put that disclaimer up just before Phil.
And Phil's here, so
it's straight in. He'll be like,
"I'm not swore for weeks."
I know, but we've got to put the disclaimer there. So if you've got any kids watching, why?
Yeah.
Why? Why are they watching?
They'll be so bored.
They won't see Pretty Woman. They won't watch this nowadays. Oh, kids in my age watch this film, but they won't watch it anyway. Sorry, Grandad.
I imagine they'll probably just Snapchat it to each other, won't they?
We've got the Forester here. Hello, Michael.
Hello,
and
Michael.
Hello from Jan.
Hi, Janet.
Hello, Jan.
Oh, Janet's changed to Jan tonight. She's feeling.
Oh,
she must have had a
Roberto.
wine.
Roberto, all the way from Pontefract.
Sunny Pontefract. Hello, Roberto. I'm sure you'll be saying more later, like horse. Look forward to that. Welcome.
Heard about me.
Welcome.
It's the classic Italian greeting. Ah, my friend, horse.
Horse. So don't forget, you can play along at home. We'll be voting for each round as we go. And also, you'll be doing the Hugh Grant round later on. I hope Hugh's tuning in for that. I'm sure he will. Right then, so let's crack straight on with the prequels this evening. I'm going to put a minute on the clock for all of you. Not at the same time, that'd be madness. But I'm going to start with Phil this evening. Are you ready with your prequel? It looks ready to go tonight.
He
it
does,
looks like
doesn't
he's
it?
on it.
I'm all for it tonight.
Tiger.
I'm proper up for it. I am.
Before we do that, actually, did everybody enjoy the film again? I quite enjoyed it, mate.
I did, yeah.
Did you
Phil.
not like it, Phil?
Phil.
My wife loves it, so just out of that point alone, I don't.
I'm absolutely certain it was you that suggested we do this one, Phil.
Yeah, it was. And I've got the audio clip. I've got the audio clip of him. I can confirm. Hang on, listen. I love that Pretty Woman, man. Why don't we do that one week or summer?
I remember you saying that. Yeah. Really.
Oh, yeah. What's that one where Julia Roberts is a rape brass?
Does she do Scotland? Does she do Scotland? How do you do that?
Fuzzies and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's from Scotland. Right, okay, let's get your prequel on the go then.
Wasn't it?
I'm excited, Phil.
I haven't done my banner. You know how I like to do my banners.
Oh, here we are.
Here we are. Now. There we go. It's ready.
Here we go.
Away you go with your minute.
Okay, so the prequel is a dark and gritty story about an attractive prostitute called Kit DeLuca, who witnesses a murder whilst working the streets. Bent Copper, who's played by Nick Nolte, is murdering prostitutes, and Kit has the proof to take him down. Just as she is about to shop him, Nolte manages to grab her and kidnap her. And just as he is about to strangle her, bosh, he receives a bash over the head. A young, attractive, curly-haired lady is standing above Kit, holding a hockey stick. Hi, I'm Vivian. They become best friends, roommates, and colleagues.
Okay. Okay.
There's more to the story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time spent on the murders.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I just wondered why you all cracked up at the end. Was it Phil's impression of Julia Roberts?
It sounded more like the young ones are like, "Hi, I'm Vivian," than "Hi, I'm Vivian." As Julia Roberts is.
Want to see how many press ups I
can do? Yeah.
Right.
You're on the head because it's a video nasty. Yeah.
Crikey.
I thought it was Batman. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was Batman. When you did that voice. But I want to know, like, okay, so clearly Nolte is like, he's murdered lots of people. You've said this time spent on the murders. So if he's a serial murderer, does he have a name? You know, like the Green River Killer does, or like what's his serial murder name?
He's called the Hooker Plucker.
The Hooker.
Plucker.
The Hooker Plucker.
Plucker.
Why?
He plucks the life from their soul.
I really wanted you to say that he plucked their eyes out or something. That would have been.
He does that as well. Well done.
Cool. Okay.
Or he just plucks their
monobrow.
Maybe he potentially. Is he driven by the
suit ones?
He's driven by the rage of bad eyebrows. Is that what he's doing?
He is. Yeah. My eyebrows are always really angry at me, but they're not. They're just monobrows. So he plucks them.
Maybe his mother had a monobrow. Yeah. And he's angry at his mother.
So, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's sort of an Ed Gein sort of thing. Is every brow he plucks is actually his mother's until he gets up the courage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie, have you got a question for Phil then as well?
Sure. I mean, as ghoulish as it may be, if this is a prequel to Pretty Woman, there's going to be a lot of people who want to be in it. So, who are some of the guest stars that will appear as beautified dead sex workers?
It's a good question. Basinger is one.
Oh,
Pfeiffer. Samuel L. Jackson plays like a really angry pimp in it as well.
Oh, I thought he was just going to be one of the workers.
Yeah, no, and
do my eyebrows look bad, mother? Yeah,
and Bette Midler.
Oh, will she get a song?
She's an old schooled brass who's
like a madam now.
She looks after all of the other workers, but when she rumbles his plot as well, she gets killed and plucked.
She hasn't done it for a while, so that's nice. She's getting some work. I like that.
Neither is Basinger, has she? Yeah, it's good that.
So I've thought about that a lot.
That's good. That was good. Okay. No further questions, Your Honour. Got Michael likes that already. He likes that. Hooker Plucker. He's loving that.
Them on a brow killer.
Roberto's just on about murder.
Okay, well, do you know what? I've got a funny feeling this is Tom King. Playing an alias.
Our friend Tom King. No, he won't put the effort in to come on here and disguise himself, I don't think. He'll be angry if that is him, though, that I've just said that. So I'll weed him out. You know what? Let's see what we're doing there. We'll get him.
I don't think Tom would be ashamed of just bothering us. So he would just do it under his own name. You know
Very
what I mean?
true. Very true. Right, let's crack straight on then with the Eddie's prequel. You're next. Okay, I'm going to put your minute on the clock. You ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Away you go.
Daryl drives a car, is born to a family in Los Angeles. His father works in construction and his mother is a teacher. After leaving school, he gets a job escorting women home, at which he excels, but never feels quite at home in that industry. He then gets a job that's being armed near altercations. He becomes regional manager of being armed near altercations. He then gets a call from his cousin, also drives a car, who tells him all about driving a car and how it's boss. The last scene is him dropping his CV off at the Regent Beverly Wiltshire Hotel, a hotel with 3 names when one would do. And the man behind the counter says, if we need your particular skills, I will be sure to let you know. So Daryl goes to leave a bit disheartened. And then after that, Edward Business checks in. I've forgotten his full name, but Edward Business checks in and orders a car that is suitable for delivering a woman to her own house and a driver who is willing to stand near an altercation with a gun.
Okay. Right. Okay, then. Questions then from Nat and Phil there for Eddie's epic?
I can't imagine you've got any.
I want to know what altercations they expect the limo driver to stand near, and is he expected to intervene or just stand near them, watch them with a gun?
Well, I mean, you saw it yourself in the film when Edward and Vivian are outside the club, and then all of the drug dealers get up in his grill, and he just goes, "Here's a magic trick. Hey, Daryl." And Daryl goes, "Oh, look, I've got a gun." And they all just disperse gently. So that was his job, but Edward knew that would come in handy because he's done this kind of thing before. So yeah, he just waits there until he's called upon to show that he has at least the handle of a pistol sticking out of his under his arm, in a shoulder holster.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any more questions, Phil? Have you got?
Yeah, I'll be honest. It was a very difficult plot for me to follow there because there was lots of strange names. So my question is totally unrelated to the plot and more around the catchy song, like "Doom Doom 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 Doom" that is in Pretty Woman.
Right, yeah.
Does the prequel have one?
Yes.
Ooh.
It has. Let me think. A good.
You mean this isn't in your notes? It's not written down.
No. This one, I'm having to plan this one on the fly.
Could it be the name of the film, like Pretty Woman? Could it be something like
it will be, but I need to
Limo
think of,
Driver.
Driving down the street.
I think it. I
Pulls
think
a
it'll probably
gun.
be something hot rod related.
On the crowdy meets. Sorry, Eddie, we're not listening to you. We're just singing the song.
Just singing Limo Driver song now.
That's okay. I mean,
I don't believe you. You're in third gear.
I always felt there should be more music on this show, so don't worry.
Oh dear.
I will say that
Love
I think
Julia Roberts got
other pitches
a tear
are much better than
down her cheek.
He's not going to let you talk, Eddie.
Sorry.
You're singing the riff now.
We'll let you talk now. Sorry. Okay.
No, I was just going to say, I think that my sequel and requel are much better than my prequel. So all I'm saying is, I know that's hardly a brag, but I think that, it will.
It could backfire, Eddie. You could win this round and lose the next two.
Could anything to play for?
That'll still be more rounds than I've won in the last 2 weeks. So not worried about that. That's fine.
I say it every week. It's all to play for in this game. It really is.
What do we win? Oh.
You win. You win respect.
I've never had that from any of you.
I'll give you all the prize. I'll think.
I don't need any more respect.
Respect. You win the hearts of the viewers. I mean, and that's worth its weight in gold. Right, we're going to move on before I get too emotional. Nat, it's your prequel. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm going to put your minute on the clock. Away you go.
Okay, so Vivian is with boyfriend, bum number 3. He fixes cars and teaches her to fix them too. They find out that she has a special skill, discovering that her perfectly straight but enormous teeth are a fantastic multi-tool for fixing cars. Together, they design and create the tool based on her mouth and move to LA, starting up a business, selling it. And it's a hit. But poor Vivian, bum number 3, fixed the paperwork, runs off with a multi-tool and all of the money. He dumps her, disappearing overnight. Vivi's lost, broke, and meets Kit, who introduces her to become a hooker.
Okay.
That's it. There you go.
Cool. Okay. Right. 43 seconds. Good. Okay. Eddie and Phil, have you got questions for that one?
Who's playing bum number 3?
Do you want to play bum number 3?
Got nothing else on.
Can you audition now for me?
Yeah, okay.
Give him a bit of dialogue to audition with.
Yeah.
And Phil can audition as well, see who makes a better bum.
Okay, so it's just going to be one quick line, all right?
Yeah.
So I want you to just look me dead in the eye and say, get that pretty mouth over here. I need my gearbox tightening. Go.
Get that pretty mouth over here. I need my gearbox tightening.
Can you do it with more menace?
You get that pretty mouth over here. I need my gearbox tightening.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, Phil.
Do you want to go, Phil?
Phil, I want you to keep in the back of your mind that you're saying this to her, but there's a tsunami coming. Okay, so just think about that. Action.
Can you fuck? That was it.
I mean, it was method. It was good.
I mean, yeah, I felt that you really connected with the part, but technically you didn't say the line, so Eddie got it. I'm sorry.
Show business. That's Hollywood. Technical. Also, she's worked with him before. I'll tell you the insider secrets, Phil. It's all fixed.
I have a question. When you said she has a very particular skill with her mouth, right? I've got to admit, my ears pricked up a bit there. And when you said a lovely big straight teeth,
enormous straight teeth. Yeah.
Do you think, right, that there could be a different ending to this, rather than her going on the game and being saved by prostitution, as you so kindly put it? Could she
win the Grand National?
Could she, in fact, could she, in fact, maybe mold those and sell them in GML stands in every Asda?
In what stands? What?
This multi-tool teeth.
I mean,
there's more.
I think that she could potentially have gone into the jumping teeth business.
Right.
Maybe molded them on them.
Or
But
like
as
the
for
ones in the Goonies that he has on the end of his thing.
Yeah, them. Yeah.
Pinches of power. Yeah, pinches of power.
Because imagine her teeth are so large that they would probably kill someone. If you could like open your coat and they came off your tits like that, you'd probably kill a man with the size of her teeth.
If I was like exploring the world of prostitutes, and Julia Roberts, as pretty she is, and
they're huge.
I put her next to Kit, and I'd go, "Let's have a look at your teeth." I'd go, "I'm going to go safety here. I'm afraid."
Yeah. You see. Do you see? I mean, potentially she could end with getting them filed down because she's so upset by being taken advantage of by bum number 3. You know.
But on the plus side, I could borrow her waders that she wears if I went fishing, so that's good.
You could. Yeah. Just take all the condoms out.
You'd take a fish. You'd take a fishing for a week if you hired.
Take a fishing for a week. Come on. Just because of them knee-high waders she wears.
Yeah.
High waders. Sorry.
Right, lovely. I mean, in the trivia, I always look at the trivia before these shows, and it said in there about her boots. It says it was Julia Roberts' idea to take her boots off in the opening when she walks in a hotel. Like, wow, what a creative decision! Because her feet hurt. I mean, that's a proper actress for you, innit? You know, making those kind of decisions about a character. My feet hurt. I'll take my boots off. Good idea. Brilliant.
That's not how she says it. Do it like a Batman voice.
I'm going to take my boots off.
Probably, I'm going to take my boots off.
Where's the installs?
Right then. Okay. You've asked your questions then.
Got a raw deal on this show, isn't she?
Poor Julia Roberts. Apparently, Spielberg said she's a right nightmare to work with. So
I heard that too.
Oh.
Yeah, she did. She wasn't a very tinkly Tinkerbell.
Once, on Hook, he went, "Sure, all right, pain in ass."
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said it like that as well. It was weird.
But she's brilliant. Like a northern man. Brockovich. Can we do Erin Brockovich next week?
I just recorded that. Just recorded it. So then he'll come on and go, "I don't like Erin Brockovich."
My wife loves it. That's why I don't like it.
Erin Dawes loves it, but I think it's rubbish.
What? Yeah. What? Oh, my wife just said she loves King of the Kickboxers. Can we do that next week? We haven't done a Van Damme one yet.
Van Damme. We'll do a Van Damme at some point. To be honest, I forgot all about him. As everybody else did. Never mind.
Can we do the Cause advert just because it's quick?
Yeah, we'll all.
There's no adverts on this show. No adverts on this show. Anyway, let's vote. Right, come on. Right, prequels then. I'll do you a quick recap then. For this is everybody watching on Facebook. Then leave your messages. Vote for who you like the best on their prequels here. You're going to get a chance to vote on every round, obviously, as every week. I don't know if that made sense, but fuck it, don't matter. So Phil's quick recap for you was about Kit DeLuca. It had Nick Nolte in it, who was going around murdering prostitutes or ladies of the night, whatever you prefer. And then Vivian turned up with a hockey stick, smacked him, and Nick Nolte's nickname was Hooker Plucker. I'll get you a few points, I'm sure.
Again, you've done really well this week, Chris. Thanks.
I have. I put Hooker Plucker in there. So Eddie's prequel was about Daryl drives a car. That's his name. He's got a job escorting people, and he stands by he's armed near altercations. Then he goes to the Beverly Hills. What's it called? Wilshire Hotel.
It's called the Regent Beverly Wiltshire.
Sure. Bloody hell. We'll call it Hotel from now on. He drops his CV off and gets a job there. That's pretty much it.
Well done,
yeah. And Nats was Vivian's got a boyfriend who's bum number 3 that Eddie's now playing after auditioning for it. Julia Roberts, Vivian's teeth is used as a car fixing tool. Bum runs off and steals her teeth.
And the money.
And that's where Julia Roberts meets Kit. And then it leads into the next film. So they're your prequels. So get voting now. And we'll have a look at those in a minute. We can vote while we're in the room for our personal favourites. So, what do we think?
I'm going to vote for Phil's because I think horrible murder can be very entertaining.
I'm going to vote for Phil's as well because I think Nick Nolte's he'd do a good job of that.
He's got a great voice, hasn't he?
Yeah, he'd do a good job there.
I'm going to vote for Phil as well because of the serial killer name Plucker. That's brilliant.
Sweeping the room, Phil.
I was going to vote for Natalie because I just thought it was quite funny how she used the massive teeth as a multi-tool, like a Swiss Army prostitute.
Yeah. Right then, okay. I won't ask what the bottle opener is. Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey!
It comes with its own tea towel holder.
Hey! Oh! What else we got? Right, let's have a look at our votes online then. So we've got
Thank you, Janet.
And Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
So where's that? There we go. Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, we got 2 votes online. If anybody else is coming to vote, do it
thanks,
now.
Roberta. Oh,
Cheers, Tom.
Anyone.
Thanks, Tom.
I am not Tom. What do you call me Tom for? I don't know where he's from. But neither does he, so that's fine. Right then, so that's the votes for the prequels. That's it. So, Phil, you just scraped through there with 4-3. Well done. That was close. That was Phil's won the prequel round. We're going to move on to the sequels. Don't forget, if you're watching at home, we're looking later on. We want a new Hugh Grant title for a rom-com that somebody be in, some kind of snappy title that we can have a bit of a play with later on. But let's move on then to the sequels. Okay, sequels for Pretty Woman then. We're going to start with Eddie this time.
Yes.
Yes. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put you a minute on the clock now.
Thank you. New York City, the large apples. Edward Business and his wife, Vivian Business sex worker, she hyphenated after their marriage, are living in Manhattan, having a nice time, ignoring the price of things and laughing near possessions. Edward spends his time buying kind businesses from nice old men to protect them, and Vivian attempts to understand food that isn't from McDonald's. Enter Garfield Moore Business, a bad businessman who wants to buy kind businesses and put his financial knob in them. Vivian shows him how to not wear shoes on grass and how to use cheap condiments on expensive meats. Garfield More Business changes his name to Garfield Less Business and smiles. The end.
Okay.
You did say condiments in meat there, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Good.
She keeps them in her long boots. She's there's a green one and a blue one. It's good.
That wasn't your question, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was.
All right.
Was that a statement?
It was merely a thought that I floated.
Oh wait, hang on. So we can do statements and thoughts that we floated now.
You can do thought floats, yeah.
Let me get the rule book. I've added it to the top line there.
Thought floats. Okay.
Thought floats. Okay, right. Questions then, Phil and Nat.
I've got one, Eddie, because I'm going to get in here before Nat does. Who will play Mr. More Business?
Ooh.
It's a fine question. I think what they're going to do is they're going to get Christopher Walken and they're going to rein him in to be very stuffy and like a stuffed shirt type. And then when he becomes Garfield Less Business, he's going to be a bit more out there and wild.
Like, wow.
Yeah. Wow, you're putting mustard on $300 lamb. Wow.
Go on, Chris.
You're crazy.
Hey, wow.
Yep.
He's not the cat from Red Dwarf.
Pretty much. The combo. Hey.
I like the way that Christopher Walken always sounds like he's on a tightrope. He's like, whoa!
Hey!
Between 2 points. It's crazy.
He's also based on
the
Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz as well. It's a combo of all of them. Put him up!
Oh, that'd be a great recasting.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't such a coward, you asshole.
Your daddy gave me these ruby slippers on my ass. Right, okay. I forgot what we're doing now. Questions?
I just need to ask a question. But
right, go on then.
Just a quick one. So because it's called Garfield More Business, just a bit of an out there thought, bit of a thinking outside the box. Could it be played by Garfield the cat?
Well thought outside the box there, Natalie. I know you feel with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I set that up. Did you notice?
Were you
set that up
wanting,
for you to be really impressed?
Were you wanting the dearly departed Lorenzo music version or Bill Murray?
Oh my gosh, no, the dearly departed, the original Garfield voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon we could just have Lorenzo music just with his face painted orange.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be happy with either of those. In fact, they can share.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just having a look at the comments. Apparently, we've now got 2 Robertos.
And one of them looks like a naked old man.
Let's investigate this.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. How are you, my good friend? He's talking to himself. It's the same profile.
That's a side bulb.
Chris Malkin.
Never mind.
Come to Prequel, Sequel, Requel and meet the man of your dreams.
Roberto. Keep going, Roberto. You're fine. You keep talking to yourself on the chat. That's how you
keep practicing your typing, love. It'll
fine. Right, I think we're done there on that one, aren't we? So, Nat, it's time for your sequel, please.
Okay. All right.
You get a minute on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Okay. After a messy divorce and accusations of affairs with other people and gerbils, Edward and Vivian go their separate ways. Edward turns to drink after his career is ruined by several lawsuits from pregnant women and pregnant gerbils demanding child support. Staggering down the street one day, he decides enough is enough. Drunk and desperate, he starts robbing banks to get money and becomes a notorious, famous, uncatchable thief. Vivian, watching the footage from one of their massive houses she got out of the divorce, recognizes the thief as Edwards and turns him in, resulting in an armed standoff and several hostages and ludicrous demands, including a mariachi band, a psychic to come to the site, and a hot tub for him and his hostages. In the end, there is a massive shootout, and Edward dies a hero in a hail of bullets. That's it.
Okay. Right. Questions?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Natalie, did you lend further credence? Oh, hello.
Here he is again.
Here
he is.
You can still hear you.
Yeah. I'm just saying, did you lend further credence to the rodent-related rumours that have plagued the life of Richard Gere?
It was an artistic choice as this prequel, sequel, requels director to potentially touch on the fact that maybe people had said things about gerbils and that actually we haven't taken into account their pain and suffering amongst all of this stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
And that no one ever asked whether the gerbil was happy being in a relationship as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just readdressing some wrongs there.
Well, on your own lawsuit, be it.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful writing that one. Phil, have you got a question?
You said
stay with us, Phil. Stay with us.
I'm sorry. I just don't. It's sickening me the thought of hamster sex.
Oh, come on. You're the man who likes throat shagging. How are you sitting by hamster sex?
Hang on.
Come on.
There's no proof of this.
Other than every episode of this show where you mentioned it.
Good thing no one watches.
5 minutes in.
I think you'll find we have 2 Daniels.
There's an update. Let's have a quick look. Daniel does exist. Roberto's his mate. I'm good, man. How have you been?
Hi, Daniel.
I'm good. Full-blown conversation. I'm good, thanks. Yeah.
Why has he changed his profile picture mid show?
He hasn't. No,
he has. If you go further up, he's got the picture of what looks like a derelict building, and now he's got the picture of a nude man.
No, that's a different. That's Roberto. That's his mate.
Go up. Keep going up.
Roberto,
he puts, I vote Kit Kat. I vote Kit Kat. Look.
Where?
Go up.
I've gone up.
Should we carry on with the show?
Oh. Yeah, just look. It's the same. I vote Kit Kat.
Well, on mine it isn't.
Oh well, I told you not to look at yours.
Sorry.
Lol.
Lol indeed.
That's what we're all thinking that, Daniel. You're right. Hey, We're all having a lol, mate. Yeah, we know exactly what you mean.
Just put your top on, Roberto. You said he dies hero in a hail of bullets.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you give us a bit more info on how and who pulls the trigger?
Okay,
what caliber bullets were there?
Were they like proper fucking gunpowder in like?
Did a bullet go in his throat?
Or were they like the ones?
A bullet went in his throat, yeah, and then as he clutched his neck and the wound gaped like that, his last words were, "Phil, it's for you, Phil." And then he just died. Yeah.
Right.
I did it all with cases on.
I just want to put this out there. I don't really have a hole in the neck fetish, you know.
Yeah.
The more you keep mentioning it, the more you have. I'm
going to get a bad reputation with these three viewers.
There's 5 now, and we got a love from Gary Jennison. Hello, Gary. Give Gary a wave.
All right. Hey, Gary.
Leave us a comment, Gary.
Come on, Gary, you bugger.
Put some. Right then. I just realised I didn't change my banner to the sequels either. Look, there we go. Did you ask your question then?
Yes.
You asked your question.
Yes.
I actually want to know how he died a hero. I've got a question.
That's that.
It's like
no, you didn't ask how though, because why is he a hero? Because he's been robbing places.
Well, yes. So he sort of became like this desperate, broke alcoholic, and then realized, like in a wonderful life moment, that all life is precious. And then when he was robbing banks, he was giving like a couple of dollars to the poor, not a lot, just a bit to the poor, and then that's why he died a hero.
Okay, I grilled you enough on that. That's a good answer. That's satisfactory.
And that's what society considers a hero to be today.
It is today, yeah. Whoa.
No wonder the place is knackered.
Oh, hang on, we got a question off Gary now. Look, he's getting in with it. Who'd sing the theme song? Have you? I thought you got...
okay, Gary. I think that it's high time that the we got some, maybe the 80s or the early 90s, maybe the Venga Boys, maybe Aqua. I can see that sort of thing. Yeah. He's in a hail of bullets, or look, his throat's been torn out, or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Or it could be just about the limo driver again, the song.
We solicit sex. We solicit sex.
I'm a limo driver. I'm a limo driver.
Oh, it's a very musical show, this one.
I think Venga Boys then. I think Venga Boys has decided, yeah.
You're all very talented. I say that looking at my notes to move on. Right. Phil, it's your turn. Your prequel, sequel. Sorry, sequels. Your sequel. Are you ready for this? Minute on the clock. I'll take that as a yes.
All right, yeah. However you say go.
I'm going to say it now. I like to check if you're ready. Go.
Edward and Vivian have been together for 5 years now and married for 18 months. Things were going smoothly until Edward started behaving very differently. Vivian finds receipts of luxury in his jacket pockets, jewellery, hotels, meals. She also finds condoms. She follows him one night when he is apparently off to play tennis. He's not. He's out scoring more brass. That's right. Edward is a serial prostitute user and he couldn't contain his urges any further. He's found a new Vivian, a new project. Edward is really a shit and not the suave, handsome. It's okay for Richard to have those prostitutes, Richard Gere, because that's what we all think he is. He's not. He's a shitbag, right? Okay. He's a right dirty, deviant bastard. It ends with Vivian stood over him and his new flame, Ruby, in his penthouse hotel room, and she's holding a hockey stick. Hi, I'm Vivian. Bosh.
So it ties into your other one. That's good.
Yes.
I like how you've what's the word? You've kind of backdated the hockey stick. Not backdate. What do you call it? Where you've
a callback.
You've called back the hockey stick from your pre. I like that.
That's her weapon of choice.
Yeah. And in the original film, it's funny because she does have a hockey stick on the wall, so obviously you noticed that.
Yes, I did.
No, he didn't. No, he fucking did. Look at him. He doesn't even know what day of the week it is. He needs to get an haircut and stop thinking about throats.
I'll get my haircut on Friday.
In an early draft, it was hinted that Vivian was Canadian and therefore would have a natural affinity with the sport of hockey. That's what I'm guessing. Phil has done his research.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. Questions for Phil then for his epic there. We got We got a question from Daniel here. Will this go to Broadway?
Too fucking right it will, Daniel.
Only if we put it there.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a musical or is this going to be an off-Broadway serious play production? What's going to be? That's not my question. I just want to know.
All right. Okay. That's not my answer then, but serious.
Serious. Okay. I do have 2 questions. One, so she's at the end with a hockey stick. Does she kill both of them, one of them, or just maim them? And 2, are there names of any of the other prostitutes he was using before Ruby, but after he got married to Vivian, that were projects that maybe didn't work out?
I think I will answer only one of these questions, and it will be she does kill Richard Gere, Edward, and she does play hockey with his nutsack. But she doesn't kill Ruby, the prostitute, because she has merely been charmed and fallen under his spell, just like Vivian did. So she feels an affinity with her. So she just kicks her in the tits.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. That's fair enough.
I'm happy. Ruby, is it J-Law or not?
Is what? Sorry. Say that again.
Who plays Ruby? Is it J-Law or not?
Oh, she'd be great.
I think Ruby is going to be played by Megan Fox.
I'd be quite happy to see her get kicked in the tits. So
I would as well.
Yeah,
like in slow motion.
Right. Okay. Right then. Okay. That's your question. So it's time to vote on the sequel. So I'm going to give you a quick recap, as I always do. So Eddie's sequel was in New York. Edward and Vivian are Mr. and Mrs. And Edward just buys kind businesses from now on. But then Garfield, more business. I think he said bad business at first, but more business.
No, he's a bad businessman. His name's More Business.
Ah, right. Okay, I've got you now. And then he gets shown the error of his ways by Vivian, and he changes his name to Less Business, and he's played by Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Ow! Watch me on BBC Red Dwarf. Wow! Yeah! Mr. Rimmerser. There you go. That's me Crichton. Nats was it started off. Did it start off with gerbils up his ass, or was that you?
No. You just took that away, Chris. You just took away what you wanted to hear from that, didn't you?
Right. Okay. So Edward's.
It was a messy divorce.
They've had a divorce, and he's having to pay child support. He decides to go robbing places, and Julia Roberts' character Vivian sees him robbing one of the houses they own still on CCTV.
It was a bank, so it's all right. It's okay. Keep going.
You mentioned houses that they robbed.
No, she's got all the houses. And then, then he started robbing banks.
Oh, she was sat in the house watching on the news. That was it, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Hostages. He takes some hostages, and he's very nice to them. He gives them some money. Is that right? Jesus Christ!
Are you just making this up?
No, I thought I messed my notes up.
He doesn't take any notice.
There's an armed standoff as well. I got that bit. But
my idea was whichever one wins. That was my idea, is whichever one gets all the points.
Arm standoff, and then he goes down the blaze, dies a hero, blaze of glory. Yeah. Okay, cool. Phil's was about Edward and Vivian. 18 months later, Vivian finds receipts to lots of luxury buys, luxury purchases. He says Edward says he's going out playing tennis, but he isn't. He's out scoring prostitutes, and he's got a new project called Ruby. And at the end,
Ruby.
Yeah. Vivian kills Richard Gere with a hockey stick and kicks Ruby in her tits. That's the end of that.
Yeah.
And he says at the end, he goes, "Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday."
Oh, no, he doesn't say that.
No.
Right, it's time to vote. So you've heard the recaps there. So vote for your favourite. We'll vote. Leave your vote in the comments. We'll have a look on here. Let's vote in the room then. What do we think?
I'm going to vote for Eddie, because if either Christopher Walken or the man who voiced Garfield's in it, then I'm in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Christopher Walken.
Hi.
Wow.
I know. I was gonna vote for Phil's, but I'm gonna vote for Eddie's.
Why was you going to vote for mine?
Because I quite like the idea. I like the idea. I don't trust Edward, basically. You know, in the film. I like.
Vote for him.
No, after watching it, you go. He's like, he's done this before, and then when you tapped into that, I'm going to vote for you. Yeah, I like the idea that it's not his. Yeah.
What? Oh, you voted?
I know what I mean. I'm voting for Phil's. I like the idea of the next project.
Or just choose for Eddie. Just be like, no, I'm voting for you, Eddie. Oh no, fuck off, Eddie.
No, when I thought about it again, I changed my. I can change my mind if I want. It won't on paper.
I'm going to vote for Nat because it reminds me of Falling Down, and Joel Schumacher died recently. So
yes,
that'll work.
Yeah. I want a breakfast.
All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look who we've got in here. We got Gary's voted for Eddie.
Whatever, Gary.
Gary, you can't vote if you didn't watch the first round.
Sure, Phil.
You can. Don't
Gary,
listen to him,
do
Gary.
not
Don't
listen to him.
He's a monster who likes throw.
Thanks, Jan. Thanks. Sorry, I said Jan, and it was
Michael. I think that's just a suggestion for a website for you there, Natalie Moore.
Triple X Hamster. Yeah, I know it well.
Roberto, let's see what we got. Vote for Phil. Pavarotti's dead. I Google. Thanks for that, Roberto.
I mean, a vote's a vote, but come on.
Hang on a minute. He's changed his picture back again.
Is Daniel voting? Is Daniel going to give us a vote? Is he still there? Don't know. We need a decider vote here. We've actually got a tie.
Do I have to fight? Who's tying? Do they have to fight?
Tying between Phil and Eddie's tying here. So we need. If anybody can cast another vote on Facebook, do it now for us, and we'll.
And if it's for Nat, it would be really unhelpful.
Right, I'm gonna have to make a decision. I'm gonna have to make a decision. I'm gonna have to call it Eddie's. Gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, Robert. I was trying to get Daniel. Come on, Daniel, vote. He's on the case. Have we got a vote? Vote! Come on, Daniel. Eddie up.
Just giving it to Eddie. You can't.
Well, I've got to make a decision.
A bit like La La Land.
You can't wait until Daniel now votes and potentially take it away from him. Eddie's just won it.
If he's going to vote, all right, Eddie.
I don't think it works like that.
Phil.
Well, Phil won the first round, so Eddie, I'll give you Eddie the second round, so it's even Stevens at the moment. That's why. So it'd work the other way around. If you'd have won first round, Eddie, I'd have done it the other way. Got to make that decision. Maybe that's the way to do it. It is now. I'll add it to the logbook. Right.
Many rules.
Okay, time for the recalls. Let's move on.
I don't think
well, it'd either be that way around or other way, won't it? So one of them would be unimpressed. So we'll have to just live with it. Right, it's time for the recalls. Don't forget, if you're playing at home, leave us some comments for a new Hugh Grant sitcom, rom-com. Sorry, not sitcom. Grant in the house. Hello, everybody. New rom-com starring Hugh Grant. Just give us a title and we'll do the rest after this round. So it's time for the recalls, reboots, reimaginings, whatever you decide to do with these. Minute on the clock. First of all, we got Nat starting this time.
Okay.
Right, your minutes on the clock.
Okay, I'm not going to need a lot of this because I do genuinely really like Pretty Woman. I enjoy it as a film. But I did read that it was originally intended to be, looking on the website here, a dark cautionary tale about class and prostitution in Los Angeles. So I want to see that version because I assume that I'd be like a bit more gritty, like LA Confidential type of gritty. So I want to see that same cast. But, you know, like I want to know what the original version was like. Yeah, that's my prequel.
That's
my recall. I want to see what.
That's your cop out. All right.
I want to see what it was like before they romantic comedied it.
All right. What? Right.
Where Daryl literally blows away a load of drug dealers.
Well, she was originally. I did read up about this. She was on cocaine, wasn't she? And it was a lot darker, and people were getting killed left, right, center.
Like this film that we've all just watched starts with them pulling a dead prostitute out of a dumpster, and she was a crack addict. So, you know, what I want to know is if they'd have followed that theme and there'd have been people killing prostitutes, or Richard Gere had just used her for sex and then dumped her at the end or not paid her, or like, I want to see the nasty side of it.
The original version, apparently, they wanted money to go to Disneyland at the end for some bizarre reason. That's what it says on the trivia.
Yeah, that's weird.
And the last shot was Vivian and a mate, Kit, on a bus going to Disneyland. Like, what?
The detective who is stood by the dead lady while the Florida couple take photos. That's Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria,
yeah.
And the Puerto Rican character from Birdcage, amongst others.
It's funny because when he were there, you thought, oh, he'll come back into this later, and he didn't. So I reckon that was...
It's almost like they started to write one thing, and then it became another, and I feel like they missed a trick. So that's my recall would be that. Would be making it darker.
Okay, questions then from Eddie and Phil for Nat, please.
Not particularly.
I don't think I have one.
So you're going to play up the sort of investigative thing. So because Azaria's character is just the detective, as in he's sort of, he's not massively high up, who would be the police chief who tells him to not waste his time finding dead call girls and stuff, because you'd need that. He'd be like, oh no, there's something here, and then he'd want to do that, wouldn't he? So
oh my gosh, yeah. What actor would? Oh no, you've put me on the spot. Genuinely, I'm trying to think of actors that have done that before. Like, I'd probably want the editor from Spider-Man. Bring the Spider-Man.
Oh, Jameson. Yeah.
Right.
And then he could have.
Is it J.K. Simmons, his name?
Yes. I don't know. Yeah. But I want him because he can. It's like systematically demand pictures of dead prostitutes and Spider-Man at the same time. Then.
So it's tied into
he's going
Marvel.
to be J. Jonah Jameson, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
All right, Phil, have you got a question or not? Have you?
No, I think it was very well delivered pitch there. With no further questions.
No further questions. Okay, let's move on then. Phil, it's your go. Actually, requels then. So let's put your minute on the clock. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
So the original was called Pretty Woman. Well, this remake is just called Mint Bloke. All right, it's a similar story, but taking out all of the dirty prostitution part of it. Edward Lewis is a down-and-out salesman at Comet in the Metro Centre in Newcastle, and Vivian Ward is a rich customer who needs a top-of-the-range 52-inch 8K television. As she is perusing the TV aisle, Edward approaches her and charms her into buying the most commission-heavy TV, along with an extended warranty. Vivian likes his confidence, style, and looks. She needs a date that night due to breaking up with her ex, who's a shit. She entices Edward to be that date. The rest is history. And she takes him shopping and trying on outfits and stuff.
All right, cool, okay.
Is this not the second time you've put one in Newcastle? Didn't we have a film in Newcastle before?
No, it was in Sunderland. Stop getting mixed up. And I'm from Middlesbrough, which is nowhere near. So...
Okay.
You know.
Right. Yep. Was that your question? That?
No, just more of a
observation.
Like what are them things called? A thought. Yeah.
Float.
It was a floater.
A float thought.
It was a float fart at this rate.
Just to clear up the earlier voting. He was voting for Eddie earlier, so we made the right choice there. There we go.
You mean you made the right choice, Chris?
Yeah. Well, I made the voters show. There we go.
I'm glad you put that on screen just to make yourself feel better.
I'm making everybody feel better out. There were mutiny.
I feel terrible now.
You felt terrible earlier. You should feel worse now.
That's true.
Go on. Sorry. What's your question, Eddie, from Nat there?
Question. What is for Phil?
Phil, sorry. I'm going back in time.
Ask Nat if you want.
Why would I ask Nat that question? That's weird. What shops do they go in? Do they go in shops that are available at the Metro Centre?
Yeah, they're going to Burton's Menswear.
Oh yeah.
Greenwood's, because they do nice waistcoats and tie combinations there, and Shoe Express.
Is that the shop where she goes? Hang on. he goes back in later now and he says, "You just lost your shoe commission. Big mistake."
Yeah, I'm going to buy those Donny classics.
From Windsor.
And then she takes him to Sports Direct, and he gets 5 tracksuits as well.
You're going to have to be a real ass kiss if you think I'm going to buy any of these ass kiss.
Yes.
I don't know how you pronounce that brand.
Yeah. And it's called Mint Bloke. Would it have a
Mint Bloke? Mint Bloke, shopping down the tone. Mint Bloke, he's prowling round and round.
He's got a bottle of prune.
He's fucking prowling.
He's gonna get fucking wrecked tonight. Like that.
And there's no music, it's just that. No.
Just a load of piss Geordies down the big market going, no.
Oh, your head. Oh. Then.
It did, didn't it? Oh my dear.
His head's a bit Hugh Grant.
Save that for the Hugh Grant round. You can play him in the next round. Right then, so let's move on then. Eddie, it's your go. Requel, please. I'll get you a minute on the clock. This is the last of the requels before we vote. Here we go. Away you go.
Exactly the same film, but we replaced Julia Roberts with Steve Buscemi.
Same teeth.
Is that it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
You mind if I take my shoes off? You know.
So it's still Richard Gere and everybody else. All right.
Yeah. Won't you try a strawberry? Why? You know.
Can I make a suggestion? Yeah? Please, can Richard Gere's role be played by Nicolas Cage?
No.
Oh.
I don't want you to make a mockery of my idea. I don't want you to make my idea stupid. In fact, what I want is a DVD box set of Pretty Woman, but every time it's remade, Julia Roberts isn't in it. But the first time it's Steve Buscemi, and then there'll be a Nick Cage version, but they're only playing the Julia Roberts role.
Right, so Cage would be Roberts. All right, yeah, that'd work. I could see that. He'd play it, do all, wouldn't he? Do it.
He'd go for it.
Just not out of commission, big mistake. You know.
Was that walking again?
Yeah. I want Steve Buscemi to play. You know.
Yeah. All right. Questions then? Have you got any questions for Eddie?
Would Tarantino be involved in any way because Steve Buscemi is involved?
No. It's exactly the same thing. What is so hard about this? It's exactly
I just need to know.
But no Julia Roberts. Yes, Steve Buscemi.
Right. Okay.
I don't know why this is so hard to comprehend.
So Steve Buscemi is the only cast member who's changed. Right. Got it.
Absolutely the same. The
right.
Characters identical. The dialogue is identical.
Come on, Phil. You can do it. Stay with us, Phil.
Is he still called Pretty Woman? Is he still called Pretty Woman?
Still called Pretty Woman.
Still called Pretty Woman.
I have no questions. I get the concept of this now.
You know, you see him in his bath, and then Richard Gere does a joke, and then he slides under, and he comes back up, and he's got all bubbles on his face. It's adorable.
I would pay to see that.
Well, that's the idea. You've sold the film. Right then, if there's no further questions, let's vote. Then let's get this voting done. So online, if you want to vote on Facebook, we'll read them on here as they come through. But first of all, we'll vote in the room. So who's we going for?
Eddie.
Oh, hang on, I need to do your recap. Sorry. How can I forget? How can I forget? Recaps are as follows. Nats was just a dark version, which suddenly took place in the Marvel universe with J. Jonah Jameson playing the cop.
Yeah.
Who finds the bodies. Phil's was called Mint Bloke. It was about a salesman from Comet. And Vivian is a rich customer who he flogs the best TV to with an extended warranty. She's got a shit ex, so she wants a date for the night and takes him out on the town, takes him to all the shops that we mentioned and dolls him up. So a bit of a role reversal there. Then Eddie's was the same film exactly with just Steve Buscemi in it. instead of Julia Roberts. That's it. And then you can replace him with Nicolas Cage that later. So let's vote. I'm going to vote for Phil's, definitely.
No, Eddie, straight away. Eddie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he had me as Steve Buscemi. Yeah.
You're voting for Nats, you say?
I'm voting for Natalie, yes.
Yep, cool.
Thank you.
I like a bit of grit on it. I'd like a bit of noir.
Phil, who are you voting for?
I am going to vote for Eddie's.
the Steve factors won it. Hang on, let's have a look here then. Right, Forests. Oh no, hang on, wrong one. Bloody hell. Here we go. Phil for the Tyneside shopping, and then Eddie's genius casting. Genius casting there. Wow.
Genius casting.
Oh, Gary's still with us. Eddie, good stuff.
Now, I did tell you that my other two were much better than my first one, didn't I? So
you did. You're right.
I'm pretty clear on that.
Eddie, I need Pretty Woman and Richard Gere down in Bath. Wise words from Roberto again. It's philosophy.
Well, words.
Yeah. What? Yeah. He knows what he means. Nobody else does.
Oh, I thought that was Christopher Walken there.
Wow. Steve Buscemi.
Wow, like Steve Buscemi.
That's a
wow.
Who are you voting for? Dan? Oh, there we go. Got it. There we go. Eddie, your vote. Wow. You. So, with a landslide vote there, I think that's all the votes in.
I'm just going to make a note next week to just replace one actor with someone fucking mental.
Don't be bitter.
No, I think you'll find the more you think about it, the more you picture those iconic scenes in this great film.
Yeah, it's hard to not now.
Julia Roberts' beautiful smiling face and those beautiful auburn tresses. It's just Steve Buscemi staring at you with his hollow eyes.
Right then, so let's talk this up. Eddie's won tonight's prequel, sequel, requel. Well done, Eddie. Very good. I don't know how many times have you won before. That might be not too many.
I've won before, but I don't think in this new live version. If you look at our old studio ones, I won one or two of those maybe, but this is the best. So thank you very much, everyone.
Cool. Right then, it's time for the Hugh Grant rom-com section. He left because he won. Right, fuck your next round. Right, okay.
Get your Hugh Grant hair out, Phil.
Gary said, "Well done, Eddie." That's nice.
There it is.
Roberto just. Oh no, hang on.
Nice, yes, Phil.
Roberto just said Dumbo.
Oh, Eddie's got his Hugh Grant hair out as well.
You're getting some love coming in now. Look at that. Right then, so we asked you for a Hugh Grant rom-com title. Everybody's Hugh Granting themselves up there. Let's just go from the bottom of the list upwards. Four funerals and a wedding, a bit of an old swap round. What do you make of that?
Clever.
Really?
Oh, I think Hugh Grant, right? Oh, hello. Yeah, I think Hugh Grant plays a vicar in this.
Right.
And a woman who he fancies has 4 loved ones die over the course of the film. And they get to know each other just from the little in-jokes and the sort of fun little sort of, caught snatched glimpses they get of one another while he's reading about her uncle or her, cousin or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the wedding is actually their wedding.
Oh. That's up. Yeah.
I mean, you know how Richard Curtis stole that Yesterday film from that guy who wrote it, and then he went, "Oh, I'll buy that off you," and then changed it and went, I done it. That's definitely going to happen to what I just did.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was all the thing about him nicking his idea. Yeah. Pucker Pies starring Hugh Grant.
Pucker Pies starring Hugh Grant.
Starring.
Is that the porn version?
It's supposed to be starring.
All right. Well, that I'm assuming that that means that there's a huge Hugh Grant just staring at a pie factory.
No, I think it's a porn version.
Oh,
Confessions
of Huge Grant.
Huge Grant.
Yeah.
Grant.
Yeah.
I really want a pie. Like that.
And then it's what he does with the pies. That's what's the point.
I'm absolutely certain that your pies are exquisite. I would imagine that the crust, not that you're in any way crusty. No, far from it. I'm sure that you're smooth. Not that I've been thinking of your thighs, legs, or indeed any of you, but please, yes.
One for Phil here.
Yeah, there we go. I'm onto this now. Yeah. Rhys Ifans. Oh, I beg your Peter to have fired a muckshot all over there. Spike.
I imagine that's what happened in that limousine in Los Angeles where Hugh Grant got arrested for solicitation.
Yeah.
I think it was just the
Brown,
one.
Divine Brown, I think.
I think he only had one, though. He didn't have 4, did he?
He might have had 4. He paid them to cover up the other 3 and the mugshot.
Yeah.
Which could be a mugshot, or it could be like a cup of soup.
Past the mugshot, yeah. When he's hungry afterwards. Maybe he gave the blowjobs and he needed a mugshot.
Maybe this is all about working in a tea factory, and BJ's is the brand of tea, and there's uproar. Someone's been wanking in the tea.
Maybe he'll be the advertising exec. He'll be going, what about everyone likes a BJ when they get home from work? Oh no, gosh, sorry, I didn't mean. I meant a cup of it. Yes, steaming, milky. No, gosh, no, sorry, no. Fuck, bugger, arse, tits.
Here we go. Janet, Naughty Ash.
Is this about somebody called Ash who needs to go and see a chiropractor?
Or just brush her hair?
It's about Ken Dodd. It's Ken Dodd's life story, played by Hugh Grant.
Oh, well, I'm highly tickled. Not suggesting that you tickled me in any way. I'm just very. It's tatty hilarious to be here.
Brilliant.
What a day! What a day it is.
I mean, he should really do it like Ken Dodd if he's playing his life, not him. But would he be able? He must be able to do. Hey, I've actually seen a Hugh Grant film called Desperate Measures. Have you ever seen it with Gene Hackman?
No.
Yeah.
It's very good. He's actually really serious, and it's a serious role. It's the only time I've actually watched him in a dramatic role that I thought, bloody hell, really good. He does his stick.
Did you not see him on TV in the role of that Liberal politician who was exposed as having an affair with a young man, and then literally was going to pay for him to be murdered? True story. He was brilliant in that.
He was really, really good in Mickey Blue Eyes.
Mickey Blue Eyes, yeah.
I really liked him in that.
That was a good film.
Forget about it.
Yeah, he was good in Pirates and Adventures with Scientists. He was the pirate captain.
We've got a new suggestion for a Batman and Robin film from Roberto. I don't know if he's... Oh, hang on. We got another one here. Let's have a look. Hill being destroyed. Ha, 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 ha. I think that's a threat. I think we better report him to the...
Yeah, I think we should let the Home Office know about that.
Yeah, we'll let him know that, yeah. Get him sorted out. I think we might not have any more. Maybe
Good.
The Hugh Grant section has been on fire tonight. Have we got any more? I'm just looking up the list.
Chris. Maybe that's no bad thing.
I was expecting a few ones like, I don't know, some snappily titled, what do you call it? Like music puns. Like we've had Pretty Woman tonight. We're expecting some song titles.
Audience a break, man.
Oh, I will. It's fine. But no, I think we've come in on time tonight. That's quite nice for once. We usually run way too long, so we're doing all right.
10 minutes over? What are you on about?
We're not. Yeah, but we're usually 30 minutes over. So that's a win in my book.
12.
It is, yeah. We usually get one going, oh, kill me. Right then. So we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. Give the audience a round of applause for sticking with us tonight and joining in. Thank you very much. Next week, we'll be back here next Sunday night, 8 o'clock start again. And also, we will be doing the film next week will be Top Gun for our panel.
Top
Gun.
I thought you were going to say Clueless. I wanted to do Clueless.
No, we're going to do Top Gun. And then the audience will have to come up with some new titles for Mission Impossible movies. So get your thinking caps on in advance for those. Oh, we just got a late entry from Gary Jennison there. Look, about a boy with a boy. So he's out in the ocean swimming. Very good.
It's about Beast of X-Men, and but on a boat.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. Daniel. And Roberto's just had one last dig there because he's a twat. He's not. We're only joking. Only banter, Roberto, like you do with us. It's fine. Come back next week. We'll have some more banter, I'm sure. Has anybody got anything to plug before we go? Phil?
Yes.
There's a bit of a delay there, Phil.
All right, yes. Podcast out Wednesday on the Ted Hankey comedy page on Facebook.
Lovely.
I'll look it up.
Cool.
Ted Talks and Ted Hankey podcast.
Yes, cool. Excellent, Ted Hankey. Check the page out. Good stuff. Nat, you're back at work. You're doing your stuff.
I'm back at work. I just think maybe we need to get Phil something to keep him going through these long and arduous shows.
Yeah, there's a 50% sale off lush now for the next 2 minutes. Quickly. Oh, it's gone. Want 2 minutes? It was just quick. That was a very quick sale that you missed out on. Eddie, have you got anything to plug? I know you have, actually, yes.
Yes, as well as the two podcasts, IC News and Fire Breathing Kittens, there is a new streaming comedy show that's starting. I'm hosting it. It's called Popped Culture. Chris Lumb and Tom King are the two team captains on it. They're just going to be playing some silly games and mucking around. That is on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. If you go to my comedian page, it's just Eddie French. You'll find it, and it'll be streaming on there. There'll be an event for it. And this week we have got as guests Millie Armstrong Clark and Hannah Warman. So it will be proper good fun. So watch us
Roberto in it.
There.
Is Roberto in it? Because if he's not, I'm
Knowing
not.
My luck, yes.
Check more Roberto out.
Roberto is cordially invited, as are you all, to watch.
Yeah, if you'd like to see more of Roberto, every Friday night we put a DCC, Discount Comedy Checkout Improv show up online, free to watch. It's one of our previous gigs. These guys are usually in them in various states, depending where the gig was filmed at. Check them out every Friday night. I think this week will be one from the Georgian Theatre, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll have George Era. Yeah, we've gone right back into the archive and dug one from the Georgian era out. So that'll be me, Phil, and Eddie on that one, I would think.
Yes,
it's the Georgian. So check that out if you can. Also, we're still running our Star Wars made up home movie. So if you want to join in, it's an ongoing project. We've had loads of entries already. Send us an email, prequel@hotmail.com. We'll send you a page from the Star Wars Episode 4 script. All you do, film that scene word for word, use props and anything you've got in it. Send it back to us. We're going to edit the whole thing together. We've still got quite a lot of pages to give out for this. It's an ongoing thing. We're going to get them back as soon as we can and put it online to watch. So it's a lot of fun for everybody just to have a go with that. Prequel@hotmail.com, and I'll send you a page over. So thank you for that. Other than that, I think we're done. We'll see you again next Sunday, 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you've enjoyed this on your Sunday night, 8 o'clock. We'll see you again next week. Thank you, and good night.
Bye.
Bye.